Good YouTube? Once again, it's your boy Starbucks, HOTC, Heart of the City, aka JJ Jordan Junkie. Now this one, I think it's kind of a review, if you want to call it that, but it's just on one of my favorite sneakers, period. If you ever ask me, it's my number one Jordan, any day of the week, any year, no matter, it'll never change. It's, to me, the most iconic 11 ever made, because 11 is my favorite sneakers. And people may argue with me about this, but I think my personal pick is this is the greatest fucking color ever made on 11. Yes, motherfuckers. The cool gray 11s. Yeah, these are the ones from last year, 2010. As you can see, starting to yellow. The fucking blue tint don't really do too much, so I hope people don't think that it was slowing it down, because this shit started yellowing a week after I bought them. And now you see they starting to turn orange. I could care less as long as it don't hit on these piles on the side. I don't care about that. Yes, y'all like to see that real 2-3 the ball matches, all that good shit, whatever you want to say. Third spacing. But anyway, I just want to give a little story on that. Now I can say that's the one Jordan. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can tell I got it on. Nice little jacket to match. Chester fitted. Cause that's where I'm from, small city outside of Philadelphia. But anyway, back to my story. Now, the retros, when they first started retroing Jordans, when I caught on to it, I heard they started retroing in '94. Let's get that out of the way. I didn't know about those. I'm talking about the retros of my generation. Now, I was in middle school. I was in 6th grade? I would say 7th grade. That's when I got the 15s, the low top ones. I'm still waiting for them to retro those. The white and red that said Jordan on the back. I had got them, but that was around the time they started retroing the 5s. Mind you, I didn't know what the fuck the 5s was. Like, I didn't know the 5. I say from 11 up. 10s maybe, and 9s and 8s, only because of that story I told you on the last video. But other than them, I didn't know about numbers. I didn't know about none of that. When I seen them, I thought they was just like some regular old Jordans. Like he just made. I know it was retros of his actual Air Jordan shoe, or those Jumpman or something. I said, them shit was mean. I'm like, when the fuck they come out? Mine until East Bay was out. That's when I seen them in. I went to go play basketball with my friend house who lived across the street. Some dude over there had the black ones. Then I go to school. Some girl had the white ones. And that's when I'm asking people, what is those? They said they're Jordans. Mind you, back then, we didn't know to call them retros. We was calling them retrees or retros or some shit like that. We didn't know that it was pronounced retros. So, I seen a couple people with them. Then the 4s, silver, I guess silver anniversaries you want to call them, white and chrome. I was trying to get them for Easter, but they were sold out by the time I got them, so I don't even remember what the fuck I got. I got something, but I know I had a choice between the Laney 5s and the low top 15s, and I got the 15 because I was like, they just came out, so I wanted to stay apart, because back then in the shoe game, like I told you, it was only one model of shoe at a time, only a couple colors, and as soon as you get that color, you killing niggas for about a good month and a half. Then the next color come out, and they say, oh, them shit's old as fuck, nigga. You ain't got the new joints. That's how it was back then. So, I got them, and my bull, who, he used to get checks for being in special ed, so all he did was spend his money on Jordans. And he had the Laneys. And that's when I started noticing every year they was retroing Jordans. That's when I seen the black cements, and I seen, I think I seen a pair of 6s or something like that. And I was like, yo, if they retroing Jordans, I cannot wait till they retro fucking 11s. That's all I was waiting for. I swear to God, anything I love. I was in 7th grade when I started paying attention to the retros. And That whole time, I was just wait. That's all I kept thinking about. So they better retro them 11s. They better retro them 11s. All I'm caring about. So as soon as I hear about them, I'm fucking on it. I'm getting straight A's in school. I'm doing chores around the house because I couldn't get a job at that time yet. I'm like, my grandma was loaded, so I'm trying to hit her up, be on her good side for Christmas, just so I know when that come out, I'm good. I can get some. I don't even care if I don't get every color. I just want at least one pair. So, what grade was it? I think it was 8th grade. Because I was doing the slam books. That was my other leeway other than East Bay book, because I used to put Jordans on or kicks on the court in the back, and it would tell you all the new sneakers coming out within that couple of months. And I seen the Concords. My fucking mouth dropped. I said, I'm fucking on it. And nobody was buying retros at school like that because nobody knew about them. Nobody was on Jordans like that. They just knew about the new models. So that was the year the 16s came out. And I knew about them too. I wanted the black one, but that's when the prices started going up. I think they was like $165 or something like that because of the spats they had on it. So I wasn't really impressed over them. I wasn't worrying about them, but I did want because it's patent leather. But so when I see them Concord, I didn't give a fuck. And mind you, that was the first thought on my head. I'm not a big fan of the Space Jams, but back then I wanted them just because I seen it on the Space Jam movie and they never was released. That's all we talked about. Like, is they ever gonna come out for years? So when I finally found out they was retro on the 11th, I pray to God he retros Space Jam, because I started seeing, like, I seen the original because of a lot of the Jordans, but I started noticing they was putting out new colors. So I said, please put them out, please put them out. So the first one that came out was Concords. This one bull, I told you it was one dude that I was cool with that used to just spend his special ed checks on Jordans. There was another person, and this dude was a dirtball. But after that year, he went to special ed. He was that whole bull because all he bought was Jordans. But mind you, if you look, everybody paying out to your feet. But if you look from his feet up, you understand what I'm talking about. Horrible, couldn't just save his life. But he was killing niggas because of the Jordans. So he got every pair of 11s that came out that year. That's why everybody hated him. That was around the time motherfuckers beat you up for your sneakers. But he never got beat up. Why, I don't fucking know. But the next color at the Concords was the fucking Space Jam. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And that was around the time I couldn't, like, save up enough in time enough to get them. I told you, I paid attention that you had to go the first day to get them. So the next color was the Columbians. I said, man, I know nobody buying them shits. I mean, I know they Jordans and everybody love 11s, but everybody's not really pressing with all white ones like that. Shut me the fuck up. Everybody bought them the first day too. So you gotta be fucking kidding me. Then this is when all hell broke loose. I got a slam book, and I told you last video, my cousins all used to get Jordans all the time. It was one of my cousins used to get them, like I told you, used to get shoes and treat them like shoe toys for dogs. Him, we was real cool, real tight, real close. So I got a slam book, and he just saw my face, and my jaw just dropped. He's like, what? I said, yo, did you see the new fucking Jordans? It's about to drop. He was like, nah, what are they? It was these motherfuckers. It was these. But as you can see, these ones, this 2010, they don't look as good as the first model. I think the first model looks better, and I'm on them. But how they just had it set up in the magazine, I was like, damn, they so fucking sexy. Like, they don't even look gray. Like, the tint on the patent leather, like, it don't look like a normal gray. Like for some reason, it may just be me, but when it hit the light a certain way, when you turn a certain way, it looked like a purplish gray. Like, it don't look like a regular hint of gray. And that's why I wanted them so bad, because I'm like, you would never think that color would work so good. And when they came out, I knew the date, everything. Fortunately, I didn't have enough. I only had $50 fucking dollars. Nobody wanted to help me. So I cried like a bitch. And I was like 14, 15. I know my hand to fuck up, but I wanted them shits like crazy. Like, I don't give a fuck how beat up they was or how long it took me to get them. As long as they was in stores, I would have got them. So, with that being said, they came out, and somebody had them the day before they came out. And I'm looking at his feet. He was cool with my cousin. We was walking down the street. I was like, he just was looking at me like saying what's up to us, and I didn't say shit to him. I was just too stuck on his feet. Like, he said, yeah, you looking at the new Cool Grades, baby, yeah. Had to get them a day early. And that was because Foot Action used to have cards and shit, and if you put prepaid on it, like you pay put something on it before they come out, they'll let you get them a day early. So I never even seen them things in the store nowhere. Not baby sizes, toddlers, nothing. I ain't see them shits nowhere. So my cousin, of course, he got them, and for some reason they was a size too big, cause he wore a 8 and they was like a 9. I'm like, the fuck? He was like, that was the only size they had left. I'm like, damn, that's when I knew them sneakers. Not only am I so obsessed with them, everybody obsessed with them because you gonna buy them a size too big. So my mom gave me my money. I was getting close to Easter. She gave me my money to get sneakers because she knew I love sneakers to death, and I only allowed to get 2 pairs a year or some shit like that. So that's when I found out they put another shipment out of Cool Grays because they were so high in demand around that time. So I said, fuck that, I'm on it. I go to the mall to go cop them. They was like, we ain't got them. They sold out like a week ago. I said, yeah, but I heard y'all got a new shipment. You ain't gonna believe this shit. They said niggas stole them shits off the FedEx truck. Like, that's when you know that colorway is the most iconic to me. Like, I know there's a lot of other iconics, like the Breads, the Space Jams and all that. But when the Space Jams first dropped, retro the first time, I know they went crazy 2 years ago. But when they first retro the first time, nobody was doing crazy shit like they're doing here. Like, I come to find out my cousin told me to borrow my size too big. This nigga gets the shoe, and when he asked him to try them on, and he already knew they was a size too big. He was like, oh, you know, I'm just wear these out the store, and he put his old sneakers in a box. He gets to the register to pay, hauled ass, just left them all. How they didn't catch him, I don't fucking know. But I heard about the story like a day after, and I'm like, that story sounds familiar. And then that's when he told me. I'm like, yo, that's fucking crazy. And then I'm thinking he was the crazy one about it. But nah, niggas was getting killed over them shits. Niggas was getting beat the fuck up. Not saying that that didn't happen with a lot of other sneakers and all other Jordans before that. But it happened mostly on that release, the first time they released. I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about the first time. And then that's when I guess sneakers, Jordans was becoming real limited. So, of course, I didn't end up getting them. Christmas comes around. The 16s had dropped already. Now they was dropping the whatever, I don't know what fucking blue it is, but I call them Royals, or like navy blue and white 16s, and that's when they was dropping the low top 11s, and I'm like, I don't want them, because they the kind, like, they call them imitation Jordans where I'm at, because when they dropped the first time, like, there's no patent leather on them, and they don't have the straps and shit like that, the eyelids, so everybody call them imitations, but I got them anyway. That was the only 11 I ever got in my life, so, when I was a kid. So that's when they dropped the low tops. But I come to find out they were patent leather, and I really didn't want them because it was low tops. But I said they're 11. They patent leather. It's close as I'm gonna get to them. So fuck it. I got the white and reds. Went on a field trip 2 weeks after that. They gave me spending money to go, like $100. Do you really think I spent that money on that trip? Fuck no. Took that $100, kept it in my pocket, took $10 out to get something to eat. Then did chores here and there, got my allowance, and got some money from grandma. Went right to the mall and got the Carolina blue and white low tops. What killed me about it was I got like boy Sneaker Addict, shout out to Sneaker Addict, and not Sneaker Addict, I'm sorry, Sneak Geeks. He used to have this little segment on his channel. Check him out too. He'd be like hitting jewels. That store was the Athlete's Foot in this mall. That was the biggest hidden jewel we had around here because it was in a white suburban area, and the only things they buy is Airwalks and maybe Skechers and fucking Adidas. But the Jordans would be still on the rack because I bought the white and red as soon as they dropped. They had every color, the all white with orange, the white and silver, and they had an exclusive color, the white and hot pink that I don't think a lot of people knew about. I got the white and reds, and I come back 2 weeks later, the white and blue was still there. Mind you, they only had 2 sizes left. They had my size, thank God. But there's just a simple fact they still had them shits on the shelf because I went everywhere else, nobody had them. Or they sold out before they, like I told you, at midnight. So that's just why I say this one, again, is the most iconic one to me. And hands down, nobody can ever ask me that. That's just what it is. So rate, subscribe, comment, all that good shit. It's your boy Starbucks, JJ. Jordan Junkie, I'm out. Peace.